Hello Drake, this is Dave from David Michael Designs and ChiefTutor.com. You sent me in this plan of your house that you wanted to correct the porch on, the roof porch problem. Okay, so I see you have a porch here and a porch back there. Yeah, it's some pretty funky roofs doing all kinds of strange things. So you want to learn how to best build the roof. Now, using the roof tool in Chief Architect is kind of tricky if you don't know what you're doing. But once you get the basic scope and the idea of Chief Architect and how they build their roofs, you'll notice that it becomes quite easy. In fact, almost fun to do. So what I see you have here is you're using what they call a baseline roof polyline. And a baseline roof polyline is a tool that Chief uses to build a specific roof a specific way. Now, we don't necessarily need to use that in your case. So what I'd like to do is just delete the baseline polylines, because if we don't, then the computer will just continue to build a roof exactly over the baseline polylines. But we don't need it to build over those baseline polylines. We're going to build it ourselves. So I'm going to delete those, and I'm going to delete the actual roofs themselves, so they're gone. I'm just going to make sure I get all the baseline polylines out of here as well. And this particular one's being tricky. There it is. See, I got it. I'm going to delete it, so it's gone. And I'm going to go upstairs and make sure I delete all the ones upstairs. Looks to be one right about here. And I'm hitting tab on the keyboard, and there I got it. There it is. See how it was building the roof only over this little area, and this area was still exposed? So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Now, it looked like you had a hip roof everywhere, and that seemed to be okay with you. So that's how Chief Architect is set up to build a roof. Automatically, it builds hip roofs, or roofs that come down and land on the wall. So they don't gable up like a V, they just all come down and land on the wall. They call that a hip roof scenario. You can see the different roof styles here. Here's a hip roof. See how all the roofs come down and they hit the wall. Here's a gable where it kind of gables up and down. And you can just kind of go through them all and learn about the tricks of the trade right there in Chief Architect. So in the roof tab with all my baseline polylines deleted, which is this, and make the roof line, we don't want to do that. We just want to build roof planes, and we can set the pitch. And I'm going to set the pitch more to like a 5 instead of an 8/12, because I know we have windows on the second floor, so I want to try to avoid those windows the best I can. I just click OK, and I notice it built a roof here, and a roof there. And if I look at it in 3D, I can kind of see what it's done. And it's just kind of built roofs over the areas that you have assigned. Now, why is this roof so high? That's the first thing. So easy enough to find out is we double click inside the porch room specifications, and we can just change it back to the default height, which is 109. And that will bring the roof down the next time we generate the roof. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to see that this roof is building actually inside the second floor and creating that funky second floor roof again. So we don't want that, obviously. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to make sure that each room has a designation. Now see, these walls don't seem to be connected properly. So I'm just going to make these walls connect properly so I can have a room. And I have a room because it shows me I have a ceiling and everything built in. I can actually select the room. That'll be better. Then I'm going to go ahead and build my roof planes again. And this time, yeah, it should build right on around the entire house, which is good. I go downstairs, and I built around wherever it was needed to build around. Let's take a look. So now we got our roof on the front, we got a run on the top, we got the one on the back, all working pretty good. Now this one's still too high, so we can manually lower it, but you can see it was built to the 8 feet. What if we went in here and we just told it to build to, like, say 7 feet? And then we can just regenerate the roof again. So I'll go like that and come here and say rebuild roof planes, and you'll see it builds even lower. Now we still need to lower this pitch because it's hitting these windows, but we want to double check, are these windows set correctly? 80-inch alignment from the floor of the building to the top of the windowsill, that's what you want. So these windows can go up a little higher. So we'll set these to 80. And we say that they do clear that roof. But again, we can modify this roof and make it a little different. And also something else is happening here. We notice this other roof here is being generated. and I'm not sure why. So I'm going to turn on my layers and try to figure that out. Go upstairs. This is, I'm editing a wall that is an attic wall, but that's okay. I don't know why it's generating that wall. I see. Okay, so your second wall is behind the first wall. So the best way to do that is to have the roof itself go back and cut through the wall. That would be better. Okay, that's good. And we notice that there is a little gap there. Oh, what is that, a door that I captured? There's a little gap there on the wall because of what's going on here. I see. So that's building there. So let's go back, and structural will say default wall. So what happened was that wall was cutting through where it's supposed to cut through, and this one doesn't want to build per se any lower because of the fact that it is not there. So I could just cut the wall and drag it down so I can kind of cover it up a little bit better. So that's one way to do it. I would probably manually build this roof to make it look a lot better, I think. So why don't we do that? We'll manually build it because I don't like the way it looks. So I'm going to turn off my layers again. I delete this roof. I'm going to keep that one and delete this one. So bring that back out to here straight and bring that out straight. I think it'd look a little bit better. Let's take a look. Okay. So there we go. Now what we want to do is maybe raise this up to 96 inches. Make this maybe 3 inches pitch. Make this a 96. So I've locked the 3, made it 96, and I've wrapped it up like that. So that looks a little bit better. And then again, I'm not sure what was going on with that deck, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete your deck there. And I'm going to take this railing and connect it again. And then once I got the deck, so 84 is all okay, and build framing. There, rebuild the framing a bit. So I don't know what was going on with all your deck pieces. So we got that. It looks a little bit better. And what we might want to do too is if we take the front rail, we can open it up, go into wall, let's see, railing styles, and go post the ceiling, or even post the ceiling with a beam. Might look good. There we go. That just gives it a nice finished look, and then you can do it to the sides as well. But you get the idea. I think that's a little bit better. And now we know this roof can come down some more. So we can use the transform replicate to move the roof down if we want. I'm going to move it down by, I can go down 12 inches. And let's go back up about 6. There we go. I like that. Yeah, that seems to work good. So that gives it a nice porch, nice roof, easy look. And you can do the same to this side. Just kind of delete the 2 other sides. But that's how you do it. That's playing with roofs here at ChiefTutor.com. Thanks so much for submitting your plan, and talk to you guys again soon.